Hey, good morning, Coffee Chat. Ryan Frank, thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for your support of the Daily Coffee Chat. If you catch this on the podcast or you're catching it on YouTube or one of our Facebook groups or pages, I want to thank you so much for listening in, for tuning in every day to the Coffee Chat. These are great conversations that are happening. We are working diligently here at Kids Matter HQ these days on several things. We are enrolling for the next Kidmin Academy class. Love to have you be a part. We are working on the winter issue, if you can believe it or not, of Kids Matter magazine. Had a wonderful call today with our new printer and our editor and our subscription manager and our designer. Wonderful call today. And we are also signing people up for MegaCon. And that's what I want to talk to you about this morning. 5 ways to prepare for MegaCon. As sending an email, I'm sending an email this morning. In fact, it's probably going to go out literally any minute now. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. If you want to jump over and follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is Ryan Frank 75, Ryan Frank 75. I'm going to do Instagram stories the next several days and through MegaCon, taking you behind the scenes at the last minute stuff that we're doing to prepare for this ginormous online conference. So find me on Instagram stories. Posted Instagram story this morning, Ryan Frank 75. We could not do MegaCon without our team and dozens and dozens of volunteers around the country, kids pastors that step up to the plate and say, you know what, I'll be an ambassador. I'll help. I'll do what I can. So MegaCon is next week. Normally MegaCon is in Nashville, Tennessee, but because of COVID, we had to move online this year. We expanded from 3 days to 5 days. So we're doing 4 hours each afternoon, Monday through Friday next week. There's still time to sign up. It's going to be a great, great event. Let me give you a quick snapshot of what you can expect. Over 120 sessions, all live. Over 15 main stage general sessions. I think it's 16 of them. I have a lot of keynote speakers this year that we're going to be presenting to you. We have a mega prize. That mega prize is going to go to one lucky winner, valued right now at over $8,600. Learn about all this and get registered at kidminnation.com. There are free tickets. You can get a complimentary ticket, so there's no reason why you should not plan on participating. 8 ways to be ready for MegaCon. 7 ways. 7 ways. Just pulled up my notes. I might come up with 8 by the time it's all said and done. 7 ways to be ready for MegaCon. Be ready is the key word. Be prepared. The more prepared you show up for MegaCon, I promise you, the more meaningful it's going to be. If you decide just to click the link last minute, catch whatever's there, you'll probably receive value still, but I'm telling you, the more prepared you are going into MegaCon, the more meaningful that MegaCon will be for you. Here's the first thing I want you to do, and that is review the schedule. If you go to kidminnation.com, we have the whole schedule there for all 5 days. You can see when the general sessions are. Our breakouts are called deep dives and fuel ups. Those are just breakouts. We have 120 breakouts. The breakout schedule is there. It's all there. So what I would encourage you to do is review the schedule. I would try your best not to miss any of the general sessions with our keynote speakers, and then look over the schedule of the fuel up and the deep dives, which are breakouts, and consider who the speaker is. What's the topic? What are the needs I'm dealing with right now in my ministry? What are some things I need some help with? So take some time to get real familiar with the schedule. That's number 1. Number 2, make sure you are Zoom ready. Make sure you're Zoom ready, friends. We decided to use Zoom for MegaCon this year. We looked at some fancy programs, but we decided we don't want to have to teach everybody how to use a new system. Everybody already knows how to use Zoom. And with over 5,000 of you now registered, we don't want 2,500 of you having to download something new and figure it out. So by now, I think about everybody knows how to use Zoom. You're going to be receiving a link in the mail any day now, it could be today, for all of the general sessions. And then what will happen is you'll come back to the website, kidmannation.com, and it'll probably be ready this weekend, where all of the breakouts, all the deep dives, all the fuel ups, all those 120 plus breakouts will be listed with their own Zoom link. So when it's time for that breakout, you'll click that Zoom link and you'll go to that Zoom room. Okay, so make sure you're Zoom ready, because we're using Zoom. You can participate in MegaCon on your laptop, on your phone, on your iPad, any mobile device that you can connect to Zoom with. Here's number 3, divide and conquer. Here's the deal. We have over 120 breakouts happening with some really, really great people. If your team is participating at MegaCon, y'all don't want to attend the same breakouts, right? Now, it's good for you all to attend the general sessions and hear our keynote speakers, but when it's time for breakouts, divide and conquer. Why? So you can cover more territory and then regroup. So this is why preparation is everything. Whenever you go into a conference, or whether it's in person or online, like MegaCon has to be this year, divide and conquer. If your early childhood director is participating, choose in advance which ones, which breakouts your early childhood person's going to go to and which ones you're going to go to. If you've got 3 or 4 people on your team participating, divide and conquer. Y'all don't want to be in the same workshop. I guess you can, it's not going to hurt anything, but you'll cover more ground if you divide and conquer. Number 4, 4th tip, try to block some time to focus. Try to block some time to focus. Now, I don't know. I know it's hard to be on Zoom, and I know it's hard to be on Zoom for 4 hours straight. So maybe you're not going to be there for all 4 hours every day, but when you can be there, please try to shut the door, try to turn off your phone, try to keep your kids occupied. For those of you, your kids are at home, if you can find something to occupy your kids for that hour or hour and a half, and really try to focus. Don't try to multitask. I'm gonna have MegaCon going. I'm also gonna catch up on my email, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have MegaCon playing in the background. Again, you'll still receive value, but to have the biggest impact, you really need to try to focus. Email's going off, phone's going off, Facebook's going off, Instagram's going off, although you want to follow my Instagram stories during MegaCon, Ryan Frank 75, because I'm going to be showing you some behind the scenes stuff throughout MegaCon week. And just try to focus. I know that's a challenge, especially if you have kids at home. Even if you don't have kids at home, it's hard to stay focused on Zoom for more than an hour, but do your best. Try to focus and take some stretch breaks. You need some brain breaks from time to time. You need some stretch breaks. It'll help you. Number 5, stay organized. Stay organized. Here's what I would do. I told you at the beginning, get familiar with the schedule. I'd print it off. Now, screenshot it on your computer, print kidmannation.com, print the website, capture some screenshots and print them. Highlight what you absolutely don't want to miss, so that the day of, you're not like trying to scramble, decide where you want to go. In other words, this is charting your course for the week. I don't want to miss these keynotes. I don't want to miss these sessions. I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to make sure I'm prepared. I would get a good notebook. And you know what? As God speaks to me and gives me ideas during MegaCon, this is the one place I'm going to capture them. I'm going to invest, even if it's a cheap 50-cent notebook from Walmart, or if you want to buy a $15 Moleskine from Barnes & Noble, get you a notebook and an ink pen, and you're going to take notes. And then at the end of the day, every day for 5 days, you're going to write, what are my big action points from today? I've got all these notes I want to go back to and I want to remember, but what are some action points? What are some things I can start doing? Number 6, engage with the community. Engage with the community. 5,000 of us are going to be participating. It could be more than that by the time MegaCon rolls around. Over 5,000 of us will be participating. We've had to increase our Zoom. We're paying crazy money to handle all of these people, but you're worth it, okay? We're gonna have a lot of you on Zoom, but there's gonna be a lot of great conversations happening online. Hey, the I Love Kidmin Facebook community is the place to be after hours. Okay, when MegaCon's not running. If you want to jump on there during MegaCon and share some shout outs, do it. But listen, lean in on the community and engage with the community. Post pictures, post some of your big takeaways. If you have a question, hey, I heard Josh Denhart teach this. I heard Esther Moreno teach this. I heard Amber Pike teach this. I heard Tina Hauser teach this. Heard Jim Weidman teach this. Yancey, Jeff McCullough. All of the community as they're teaching. What do you think about this? I didn't understand this. I'm thinking about doing this. The place to have those conversations. Yes, you can do it in chat on Zoom, but you probably receive even more benefit having those conversations in Kids Matters I Love Kidmin Facebook community. Number seven, this is my final one. And then I have a bonus one. I've already thought of an eighth as I've been teaching. Number 7, share what you've learned. Every day, share with your spouse or your family, those closest to you, your assistant. Hey, this is my team. This is what I've learned. Every day. Summarize it for your pastor. I would do a daily summary. Now, don't send your pastor photocopies of all your notes. I'm talking about a 1 paragraph or 8 bullet points. Pastor, these were my big takeaways. I'm wrestling through this. I'm thinking this. And then share what you've learned in the weeks and months to come. You need to share it with your team. You need to have some team meetings if possible. Do some YouTube videos. Create some podcasts based upon what I've learned. And as we contextualize this for our ministry, and here's what this looks like, and here's what I want us to wrestle through, and here's what I want us to think about, and to begin to pray for and build toward. And share it. Listen, you're going to receive, I promise. If you're prepared and you show up for MegaCon, it's going to blow your socks away. I'm going to miss not gathering in Nashville, just like you. And I know there's something special about over 2,000 of us getting together in that auditorium and worshiping and learning together and sharing meals together. That's so special. 2021 is coming, October 5th through the 7th. I'm really believing we're going to be able to gather back in Nashville. We've got the church reserved. The website's built. I'm going to be launching it next week during MegaCon. Keynote speakers are already being committed and have said I'll be there. It's going to be great. But listen, for this year, I believe God's still going to do a work this week at MegaCon, this next week at MegaCon. And I want you to benefit from it. But part of why we're doing this is so that you will share it with others. You'll bless your leadership team. You'll bless your pastor. It'll be a blessing to your family, to your leaders, to your volunteers, to your families, to your kids. Share what you've learned. Don't keep it to yourself. Here's my final point for you to think on. This would be my number 8. I've already changed it from 7 to 8 points. Right now, begin to ask God to prepare your heart. I've talked to you about some things you can do to prepare. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take what I have said, all right, and come up with a plan where you're going to be prepared. But I want you to do this first and foremost. I want you to start doing it today. God, would you prepare me for what you have for me? God, would you prepare my heart for what you're going to show me? Would you prepare my ears so I can hear? Would you prepare my eyes to see what I've not seen before and to see what other people are missing? God, would you do that work in my heart and begin preparing me right now? And then I want you to pray it again tomorrow. And then I want you to pray it on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and wake up Monday morning before you click that first link for when we start. God, I'm about ready to push start. I'm about ready to push go on Zoom. Would you continue to prepare my heart? I am ready. I'm ready. Friends, it's going to be a great week. I'm pumped. If you want some behind the scenes, follow my Instagram stories, Ryan Frank 75. I'll talk to you more about 2021 even before I make the whole announcement during MegaCon, but I'll only make it on my Instagram stories. Ryan Frank 75 on Instagram. Go over there and follow me. and follow the stories. Every day between now and then and through MegaCon, I'll be posting stories. It's going to be a great week, and I'm so glad that you're going to be there. If you're not registered, get registered. Get your team registered. Get them complimentary tickets. Ryan, or not Ryan Frank. No, you can go to ryanfrank.com. Go to kidmennation.com. kidmennation.com and get signed up. Friends, it's been a great coffee chat. Thank you for joining me. Can't wait to see you next week at MegaCon. We'll be back tomorrow for another daily coffee chat. If you miss any of these, you can always catch them at kidsmatter.com. You can also find them at the Ryan Frank Podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts. See you tomorrow.